morning. My name is Miles DeYoung. I'm the Chief of Police for the City of Woodland Park. With me this morning are District Attorney Dan May with the 4th Judicial District. My apologies. I have Teller County Sheriff Jason Mikesell with me, Colorado Bureau of Investigations Director John Camper, and FBI Assistant Special Agent in Charge Mike Nordwell. We're holding this morning's news conference to update you on recent developments in this case. Today we arrested Patrick Frazee on charges of first-degree murder of Kelsey Berreth, and he is currently being held in the Teller County Jail. As a reminder, Patrick Frazee is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Patrick Frazee was taken into custody this morning in Florissant, Colorado, just after 7 o'clock this morning, Mountain Standard Time, by members of the multi-jurisdictional task force, including the Teller County Sheriff's Office and the FBI. Patrick was taken to the Teller County Jail, where he'll be held. His mugshot will be sent to the media following the news conference through the media distribution list. Kelsey's daughter, Kaylee, is in protective custody and will be reunited with Kelsey's family. I cannot stress enough that this is a difficult time for Kelsey's family. They are not providing interviews, period. Please respect the family's request. This has been a methodical and time-consuming multi-state operation, with investigators working nearly around the clock to find Kelsey. While we have not found Kelsey at this time, information has been developed that is helping to narrow down our search. As you can tell from the arrest, sadly, we do not believe Kelsey is still alive. Our work is just beginning. You will be seeing a great deal of law enforcement activity in our community in the coming days and even weeks as we continue our relentless pursuit of justice for Kelsey and her family. As stated previously, this case has involved highly technical work involving cell phone records and other data that has led to today's arrest. We have also conducted multiple searches at Kelsey's home and other locations as part of this comprehensive investigation. I can tell you we understand you demand a full accounting of why this has happened, and nothing is more important to all of us than determining the circumstances surrounding Kelsey's murder and bringing Kelsey and her family justice. Kelsey's murder underscores why we work together as a law enforcement community when tragedies like this occur. We hope something like this never happens, but this is exactly why we work with our law enforcement partners to solve violent crimes within our community. The safety of our community and our citizens is the top priority for all of us standing up here. And nothing is more important than our community's well-being. I'd like to take a moment to extend my thanks to our community for your unwavering support in this difficult time. On behalf of the Woodland Park Police Department and all the investigators and staff involved in this investigation, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and to the friends of Kelsey Berreth. We will continue to work closely with the 4th Judicial District, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, as we continue to work to the conclusion of this investigation. I'd now like to turn things over to District Attorney Dan May for a brief statement.
Patrick Frazee was charged this morning with first-degree murder and solicitation for first-degree murder. That is what he was booked in on. Those who may be familiar with the process, formal charges will be filed in the days ahead. We anticipate the next procedure by the court will be an arraignment. We do not know the date of that yet. We were told earlier today it would be 1:30 this afternoon. As we drove over here, we were told it would be 10:30 this morning. As I was standing in the back, we were told it will be sometime next week. When we know that, we will pass that on to you when the court has decided when the arraignment will be. That is not a time for filing of formal charges. I've told you what he's been booked in on. It is our office's discretion to file formal charges and any charges we see that are appropriate. The system here in Teller County is that we do that in about 10 days. And so at that point, you will see the formal charges. They will be given out to the public and to the press, so you'll be able to see them yourselves. And I anticipate, again, about 10 days, but again, the court will set a second date for the filing of charges, and we have not heard yet from the court when that will be. As the chief said, the case at this point transfers from the police department over to the district attorney's office. We will be the point of contact from this point on, and we will be the lead agency from this point on. So if the press has any contacts they want to make, Lee Richards is my PIO. She's standing at the wall over there. She'll be the one that you should contact here as we go forward. She will keep you informed of all court dates. She'll do that by Facebook and Twitter, and so you'll be able to have those contacts. The family, if you want to contact them, that will be through our office. If you wish to contact them, address that to Lee Richards. I know right now they do not want to be contacted, and they've asked that we set up that formal procedure. I can tell you we are not going to try this case in the press. That's not something we do here, and I don't anticipate doing that, but we will inform you of all new court dates and anything that's in the public record going forward. I do want to acknowledge that we have put together a task force here. This task force is not ending. The collaboration and the work is still going forward. I anticipate that collaboration will be going forward for some weeks yet to come. I know that many in the press have asked to see affidavits. Those affidavits have been sealed by the court. I anticipate that those affidavits will remain sealed until other investigative leads can be followed up on. I anticipate it'll take some weeks to follow up on all the investigative leads that all the agencies need to do in this case. So I anticipate it'll be probably up to 30 days before the court may address whether records may be unsealed at this point.
An explosive moment caught on camera. Law enforcement, guns drawn, pointed at Patrick Frazee. The drama playing out 1 month after Frazee's fiance and the mother of his baby girl vanished. You see him? He's in cuffs. We're just outside Patrick Frazee's property here, and right up there, investigators have Patrick Frazee in custody. They rolled in here just a few minutes ago with an arrest warrant. The latest twist in the investigation into 29-year-old Kelsey Berreth's sudden disappearance. Police hauled Frazee off to county jail, the 32-year-old posing for his mugshot, facing charges of first-degree murder. A shocking change from previous weeks when police refused to call him a suspect.
Now, I'm not willing to jump to conclusions.
But last Friday, the first search of Frazee's property, when dozens of investigators rolled up to his front gate with dogs, digging equipment, and an FBI evidence team scouring the 35-acre property for 2 days.
You don't take a backhoe to somebody's ranch and start digging if you don't suspect you're going to find something.
They towed away Frazee's truck, but didn't find Kelsey or her body. But in the last 48 hours, sources say new information and interviews rapidly transformed the case, providing enough probable cause for an arrest warrant.
In my mind, what is going to make or break this case is the forensic evidence within Kelsey's home and...
But he never reported her missing.
If you look at past cases where the husband killed the wife and you watch their behavior, many of them sort of disengage. They're not obviously emotionally invested in finding the person because they know they're dead.
Police also say they discovered a series of mysterious text messages sent from Berreth's phone 3 days after Thanksgiving.
Officers were able to contact her place of employment at Doss Aviation down in Pueblo, Colorado, and were advised that they had received a text from Kelsey's phone on the 25th of November stating that she would not be into work the following week.
That same day, authorities say Frazee claimed he also received a text message from Berreth, police not revealing what it said.
What is the text message Kelsey sent you on the 25th?
When I learned that she texted, not even called.
National search for Berreth, her own mother, was there to make an impassioned plea.
Tell us if you can, and we won't quit looking.
But Frazee was a no-show.
Chief, I understand that Patrick was invited today. Why is he not here?
That is a question you'd have to ask him.
Is he being cooperative?
Yes, at this time, yes.
At the time, his now former attorney said, given more notice, Frazee would have been there.
Patrick wasn't notified about the press conference until about approximately an hour prior to the press conference, and he doesn't want to distract from the investigation.
That attorney pointed out his cooperation with authorities, insisting he wanted to find Kelsey too.
Patrick has cooperated with law enforcement interviews, he has provided buccal swabs, he's provided photographs, and he's voluntarily turned over his cell phone to law enforcement.
We tried to speak with Frazee first at home.
This is private property. This is a private road.
Patrick. And again, as he and his daughter left a meeting at the office of a Colorado Springs criminal defense attorney.
Patrick, why don't you talk to us?
Everybody in their right mind knows that if you
Number of items that make us suspicious that the crime did occur at Kelsey's residence. And that's why we have been coming back to her residence.
What may not have been visible to the naked eye the first time the cops went in there, next thing you know, bam, an arrest warrant issues. Maybe evidence of a
Formal charges are expected within the next 10 days. As for the couple's 1-year-old daughter, tonight we are told she is safe and with Kelsey's family.
Can a case be prosecuted without a body? Of course. Do they need to find Kelsey's remains? Yes, they do. But generally speaking,
George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here.